ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהכל נהיה בדברו. There are those who criticize Judaism because of its insistence in justice. They quote, an eye for an eye. It's very severe. On the other hand, other religions preach about love, understanding, which seems to be a more amicable way of dealing with other human beings. But this insistence on justice is maybe too strict. But I remember reading an essay by the late Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, where he compared the two. And I remember, if I remember correctly, he quoted, the Bible says, ואהבת את השם אלוקיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. You have to love God with all your heart, with all your soul, with everything that you got. Love is present there. What about ואהבת לרעך כמוך? Love your neighbor as yourself. ואהבת את הגר. You have to love the stranger. So the word love is not absent from the Torah at all. However, the Torah insists on justice somehow. There is a teaching, a Mishnah, at the end of the first parak of Avot. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel says the following, Al shlosha dvarim ha'olam kayam. The world rests upon three things, Al hadin, Al ha'emet, ve'al ha'shalom. It rests upon justice, truth, and peace. Absent is the word love. Well, why did he say that? Well, one would have to ask him. But on the other hand, if you look at the Bible, love isn't so innocent either. It says, for instance, that our third patriarch, Jacob, loved Rachel, his wife Rachel. And on the other hand, his other wife, Leah, considered herself hated. What about the love that Yaakov had for Joseph? Look at all the problems that happened afterwards because he discriminated among his children. Listen, when you love more, you love less. When you talk about justice, there is no greater justice, lesser justice. When you speak about truth, there isn't more truth and less truth. It is either it is or it ain't, so to speak. With love, it's different, There are intensities of love. There is greater love. There is lesser love. There is hate, the opposite. But when it comes to emet, when it comes to justice, when it comes to peace, either there is peace or there is no peace. Nowadays, we, of course, have other kinds of peace, cold peace and ice peace and God knows what. But the truth is, either you have peace or you don't have peace. Either you're at peace with yourself or you're not at peace with yourself. So let me go back again. Is love very important? No question about it. Love is very important. But I think that most important maybe is justice. You ask anybody in Venezuela today or in any other country that is ruled by a tyrant. The tyrant tells he loves the people. Whatever he's doing it for the benefit of the people because he has them in his heart. But in the meantime, there's tremendous injustice. If somebody does some harm to you, there's no place that you can go in order to rectify the harm that was done to you. The government can do things to you and you're not able to protest at all. So speak to these people. What is more important? Is love more important or justice is more important? I think that the pillars of this world are like Rabban Gamliel said. It should be justice. It should be truth. It should be peace. Of course, an ingredient of love helps a lot. Many a time when we feel lonely, when we are alone and we feel desperate, an embrace of somebody, a hug, is certainly tremendously comforting, and truth does not play a part in that scene. So let us bear in mind, let us see what our priorities are. First, you must have justice, you must have peace, and you must have truth. But that isn't the end of. A human being also has to relate with other people emotionally, spiritually, and maybe there is where love comes in a great measure. So let us behave according to that, with truth, justice, and peace, with an ingredient of love.